Good morning, my crafty friends. Look what I got on. I got on my Newfoundland puffin hat. I am so excited. I love it. Isn't it fantastic? It is a great hat. And you know what? It is totally handmade, hand-stitched by a guy from St. John's, Newfoundland. I was so impressed when I saw this at the puffin place we went on the boat and everything. Love it. Oh, isn't it great? Thank you for joining me today. My name is Tina Kavergich. I am Northern Stamper. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here to help you craft. Today we are checking out a really cool set that I think is going to be fantastic. This is going to be great for like fall cards or cards for guys. It is called Welcoming Woods. See the woods there? It's really nice. So you got some snowflakes here and some fall leaves coming down. This is really, really nice. It's got some really great sentiments. It is found in the mini catalog that is, oh, you can see I got some little doodads I want to still get. It's in the mini catalog. And if you don't have a catalog, let me know. Drop me a message. Send me a private message, or you can send an email to northernstamper@gmail.com. I'd be happy to send one out. And this is found in the catalog on page, you'd think I'd have this already, on page 46. So let's hop over to page 46. So don't forget, you have until the end of September to either get some extra goodies with Celebration when you purchase $60 or $120 to get some free items from the Celebration catalog. Or if you want to join my team, we have a lot of fun, super fun. That when you join my team, you get to choose $165 worth of product from either the mini catalog or the annual catalog. And then you get to add on, they've just offered it until the end of September, an extra bundle. And I strongly suggest getting the most expensive one. And it is Christmas to Remember. Fantastic. Great. It has, do I have it close by? I don't have it close by. It has great sentiments. Super good for Christmas. If you're going to buy any stamp set, definitely get this one. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning, Karen. Hi, Karen. I know I missed you on the trip. You were out of province when I was there. And when I left, you came back. Oh, Karen, I missed you. Anyways, I have to thank you for you and Jennifer inviting me to a class there. It was so much fun. It was great meeting everybody there in Newfoundland. I had such a great time. Got to tell you, by far, if anybody has ever got it on their bucket list, definitely go to Newfoundland. It was stupendous. I loved every minute, and I can't wait to go back. We are planning a return trip with our trailer. Got to take my puffin hat. Don't I look cool? I loved it. It was fantastic. Definitely on a bucket list if you're going to go there. Anyways, as I was saying, the end of September, you have until the end of September if you want to get in on the Celebration or join my team and get that extra bundle. I will always help you strategize and make the most of your purchases. I will help you that you meet your quarters if you want to continue. You don't have to sell anything. I swear, you don't have to sell anything. You could just buy it for yourself and save that 20%, 25%. And that's fantastic. It doesn't matter where you are in Canada. You know, we do a lot of virtual events as a team. We get together and we have a lot of fun. So consider that $165 worth of product plus the bundle. Make sure you get the most expensive for only $135 in with no tax, no shipping in most provinces. I think maybe there's one or two provinces. I have to take a look, but like I said, it doesn't matter where you are in Canada. It is fantastic. It is a lot of fun. We have a great group of ladies, and I try and I have extra stuff for them that I try and do with them. So it's on. Today we are using Welcoming Woods, page 46, right? Here it is. There's some samples here that we're going to that to give you some ideas. So what we're going to do today, I am kind of like I always do. I kind of go off and I'm going to show you what it's like to create from absolutely scratch, because I don't have these cards already pre-made. I don't have them made for you. We're going to do it together, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. And, you know, if I'm making mistakes, then heck, I'll show you how to fix that. So are you ready? Give me a thumbs up and tell me you're ready. If you need a catalog, let me know. I can ship them out. I still don't have my car from when it was hit from a tanker truck, but hopefully I will get my husband out to mail out the items. So I know it's a little slow. I can't get to the post office as much. So yes, Janice, no mistakes, just embellishment opportunities, and we will learn it together. Okay, so are you ready? Let's go. I have the new camera mount, so nobody's going to fall over. Thank goodness. And let's see. What are we going to use today? So, Welcoming Woods, one of the cards we're going to make today is one of my favorite items we're going to use, and I have a whole pile of them, is blending brushes. These are fantastic. They give such a subtle color to the paper, and we're going to try these. You notice, yeah, I have a lot of blending brushes. I have one for each color family. So I have one only for purples, only for oranges and yellows. Or there you go. There's yellow. One for greens and stuff like that. So just to let you know, they don't transfer color. So, but I do like to keep them in this color family just in case, you know, don't want to get a green on my orange or whatever. So anyways, blending brushes. I love them. Love them. So, okay, let's get, where can I put this? All right, I'm going to put that over there. Welcoming Woods. All right. And, okay, if you get a little queasy, take a look away for a moment. It's like going on a puffin tour. You just look around. There we go. Look at that. I did it. Nobody got hurt. My name is Tina Kavergich. It is a very different name. So just, you know, make sure you know how to spell it. There is no vowels in here with the exception of the little I. Very strange. You can always drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. As I said, I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Doesn't matter where you are in Canada. Let's have fun and craft together. Okay, Welcoming Ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place we're going to be using this large stand of trees, and so I'm going to need a larger block for that. And if I lay it on top, I can see. So this is a block number E. This is about one of the second largest block you can get. If you don't have a large block and you have a Stamparatus, which is close by, okay, Stamparatus. Actually, maybe we'll use this instead today. Stamparatus is a really great tool. So I just put it in, as opposed to using the large block. I'm at a loss for words for some reason. Okay. Oh, good morning, Martine. How are you doing? So we're using the Stamparatus today. And what I'm going to do, so the Stamparatus comes with two swing arms, one for the top and the bottom. This is fantastic. So you can have one with a sentiment and one with an image, and you don't need to move your paper. This is really good. But today I'm just going to use the single. So I'm just going to put the one on. Okay. And I'm going to start with one card. Okay. And I'm just going to lay it down on the Stamparatus. Now these magnets are super, super strong. Don't put them together. I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. So I'm just going to put it on here a little bit. Keep them apart. Truly, keep them apart. I also have little painter's tape so I can pull them off a little easier. So let's get the polymer stamp off. Now the polymer stamp means that it is see-through, which is fantastic. So I can see that it fits on there. Just want to make sure this is nice and square. So I love using the grid lines. They really help me a lot. So I'm going to put a little bit of the magnet on one side and one on the other so it just clears it. So these magnets are the same height as the stamps. So that's great. So you won't get those in the way. So there is a swing arm. When you close this, it will pick up the stamp there. Okay. And carefully pick it up. Okay. Now it's stuck on here. Now, what I'm going to do is, because I don't want to break the hinges, I'm going to just pop on this behind here, okay? And it kind of helps lay it flat. It kind of works out great on how the tools work all together. I can see there's a bit of a glare, so I'm going to just try and move that over a little for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Memento ink, okay? Can you see it all? Can you see everything? There's a bit of a glare. So maybe I can try and move some of these lights without blowing up my... There. That's better. Okay. At least you can see everything. This is a bit of a glare, so sorry about that. Maybe I can put something there that it will take away the glare. I just don't want you to... We'll just keep that there so it doesn't glare too much. So, good morning, Sandra. I'm glad you could make it from the boat. So I have my stamp set on the one side on the hinge. I have the stamp case behind it to hold it as support. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black Memento ink pad and I'm going to pad it on top. Okay. The great thing about the Stamparatus is if I don't get it completely inked in one spot, I can go back because it's being held. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up. Like I said, I hope this works because I have an idea. And I'm just going to swing and close. I can take a look. There's some ink missing here, so I'm going to just go back. And I'm going to ink that up a little bit more. Okay. And we're going to close it. And you'll notice I'm using very vanilla cardstock as opposed to white. I want to, with what I've got it set up to work with, I didn't want the white to be too dark in color. So place it down, and I can place and like run a little bit of pressure on the stamp, lift it up. Now, there's some missing here, so I'm going to move this over a little bit, and there's some missing there. So I guess the magnets were a little close. I'm going to re-ink that just to make sure. So I just a couple on that spot, and I can see there was some ink left over, so it didn't quite transfer. So go back over. This is the great thing about the Stamparatus is you can go back over. Carefully lift it up. And it worked. Okay. So now I've got all of that. Make sure my magnets stay apart. So I have this all stamped up now. Now this is going to be a very simple card. So let's put the Stamparatus aside. Okay. And what I'm going to use this for this card is I have a very vanilla base. I have a black, just a little bit larger. I'm going to be using this fantastic cork paper. This is real cork on paper. Can you believe it? Look at that. Real cork. Amazing. It's very thin. So, yeah, when I got it, I thought it would be just a picture, but no, it's real cork. And from my stash, I got a little bit of twine. And black. So I'm going to mat this onto a little black square. Okay, let's get some adhesive. Put it around. Good morning, Christine. I'm glad you could make it. Hope your house is all now set up from your move and all the boxes are away. Okay, so I have that nicely matted on the black to pick up from the black ink. I'm going to take my cork paper and I am going to glue it down on the bottom. Yes, it overhangs a little bit, but I'll just trim that off. Okay. Love this cork paper. It really, really adds something to some of the cards that you made. Oh, I should show you a couple. All right, so I'm going to lay that down. It's overhanging a little bit, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay. Take a little trim, just like my hair is going to need now. Got COVID hair, time to trim the hair. Okay. And my idea is I'm going to place some, before we do that, ribbon. I always forget the ribbon for some reason. Okay. I'm going to place the ribbon, the twine, right along the seam here. Let's get some tape. And it's going to be about here. All right. Okay. Put that on. Doesn't have to be perfect. You know what? Perfect. You know, nothing needs to be perfect. This is handmade, and that is the way it is. Oh, look, that'll look interesting, even if it's up a little bit. But let's try and get it right along the edge. Okay. I used to think everything needs to be perfect, but after a while, I clued in, and it does not. Being imperfect is just the perfect way to be. So I have this. I'm going to place some dimensionals on the back of my trees, on the black, on the back, on the black. Okay, there we go. Pop it on top. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Now, I have a, whoa, that circle's really too big. So maybe I got a smaller one here somewhere. Let's see. I have a smaller one. So I'm going to take a look at the best wishes. Where is it? Oh, you know what? This is going to work great. And what I'm going to do, I'll keep this circle for later. It will go into my stash. I will take a little block. There's my best wishes. Now, where did the black ink go? And, oh, just stuck my thumb in there. Oh my. Anybody ever do that? Open it up and then just stick their thumb right into it? Into the ink. Let's just stamp it right there. There we go. I got a tiny little circle punch. Oh my gosh, look at that. Can you not get better than that? I bought this little punch on clearance. So take a look. Maybe it's still there. And I'm going to pop it all like that. You know what it needs? You know what it needs? It needs a little bit of more black. Now, hello, black paper. Do I have black paper? Got a look? I do. I do. Always got to have a little bit around. So some of these punches I got on clearance. Take a look at the clearance rack, see if they're still there. And we are going to place it on top. Okay. And you know what? Let's add a little bit more twine because it's kind of hidden behind there, and we'll kind of go like this. Maybe we should go wild and just add 2. Let's see what would happen if we added 2. Let's go wild, ladies and gentlemen. Now I got a new friend. His name is Peter. He is joining us. Hopefully he is checking in. Peter, say hi. All right. Okay, let's add some of these. Let's just go wild. I'm going to take that on the back. And again, with the dimensionals, pop them on. I want to make sure it sticks, so I'm going to put 2 on just to make sure. All right. Good morning, Gail. How's the things out there in the prairies? And we'll pop that on there. I'm going to angle it a little bit. There we go. And for the piece de resistance, let's put it on card base. Simple card. I think this is fantastic. I think I might have somebody I might send this out to. I have an idea. Doesn't that look great? Now, if you want, add on a little bit of Wink of Stella. My desk is such a mess. Add a little bit of Wink of Stella to some of these trees or maybe around. You could always add in, if you want, the snowflakes or maybe the leaves. Oh, that would be a great idea. Taking these leaves before you add it on. The nice vibrant either real red or cherry cobbler and place it through here before you lay it down would have just made it pop. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Anyways, I think it looks good. What do you think? I love it. I think it might need a little bit of Wink of Stella, but I think I might have to think about it. Check out the cork paper. Don't forget to add this to your ordering list. It really, really adds something to the cards. Do I have one here? Oh, yes. Did I show it to you? So there's the cork paper. I think I showed this yesterday. Look at that cork paper. Isn't that fantastic? I love how it just kind of really adds some dimension to it. And this is made with, I think it's Early Espresso. No, Early Espresso crumb cake. And the little pearls. Definitely add the cork paper to your list, because I don't think that's going to be around very long. It's right now in the mini catalog, and I think it's a really great idea. I hope they can. Sorry, it's out of the frame. I think it's really, really nice. Gives some fantastic depth to the paper. Ooh, check that out. All right, let's go with the next one. The next one is very intricate. So stick with me, ladies and gentlemen, and let's go on a ride with the next stamp set, which is, well, we're still using Welcoming Woods, but I'm also going to be using some of the dies from the Intricate Leaves. Now, this is a bundle. I love leaves. Love these two. Oh, and we're just using the dies from here. So we're using the dies. Now, there are a lot of pieces to this one. So if you do want some instructions, maybe I'll write them out. See, I had to keep everything together. And in my list, who else goes out for dinner and keeps these little black tray things? I keep them for everything. I have about 100 of these. So when you come over to my little workshop, we will, I'll give you a little bit of this and you can walk around with your items. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to be using the most gorgeous paper there is, I think. And this is, look at that. I love it. The Blackberry Bliss color in here is just phenomenal, and the gold. So the colors in this, we are using Very Vanilla. Okay, Very Vanilla. Cinnamon Cider. All right. And Blackberry Bliss. All right, so let's get started on this card. So what we need to do first, we need to, I'm going to actually, before we start stamping, I'm going to get some of these pieces together so I don't lose them, okay? So let's do a little bit of gluing to get started, okay? So, like I said, I got a lot of pieces. I have one that goes inside, so let's glue this on the inside first. So this is Blackberry Bliss. It's a little bit of, you can always tell when your blade needs to be replaced. It gets a little fuzzy on the ends when you cut, so just keep aware of that. So you'll notice this card base is not a complete card base. So this is called, I forget what it's called. I call it a flip-flap card. I know that's not the official name for it, but I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh, it escapes me. So it's not a full card. It's kind of cut in the front. So let's place these on. So I'm placing the Blackberry Bliss cardstock on the Cinnamon Cider. Okay. Now, there is some, we're going to be using the Designer Series paper. It depends on what side you want. You can use, you know what, both sides are absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's kind of tough. I find that this side a little bit darker, but I don't know. They are both really nice. Okay. But I like the gold so much, so I'm going to use the gold. Tough choice. Really tough choice. So I'm going to lay that on top of the Blackberry Bliss. And you'll notice it doesn't have a very thick border. Very thin border around. Can you see? Very thin border. Okay. Joy! Yes, Janice, it's a joyful card. Thank you, Janice. That's what it's called. It escaped me for a minute. That's it. Thanks, Janice. All right. It's always good to have friends that got your back. Okay, I'm going to put the Designer Series paper on the second one. Right. So now I have it a little bit on the inside, a little bit on the outside. The next one, what we're going to do is, got to make sure, I got to think. I always think, and I always put them together first. Okay, got that. Yeah. All right. And one of these. Does that look right? That looks right. Okay. Got to make sure I have all the pieces. All right. Let's put these ones together. So the very vanilla on the cinnamon cider. Okay. With a nice edge around. Cinnamon cider on a new fold of Blackberry Bliss, because this is going to go the opposite way of that first fold. Okay, so, and now this is going to, so when I place it together, look at that, how it goes together. I'm going to glue this Blackberry Bliss piece on the inside. Hey, look, my nails almost match. Ah, isn't that funny? It was not planned. Let's place that on the inside. Fold this over. And have it nicely arranged. Okay. You can do, and there is one more. No, there is a couple of more pieces to go here. Does it match? These two go together? That does not look right. Does that look right? I think that looks right. I'm trying to remember how I had this going together. That's the tough part. All right. And you know what? I wanted it right up to the edge. Okay. There we go. We're going to glue this Designer Series paper. Now this, I used the one with the acorns in it because I wanted a little bit, you know what? Before I glue this down, I just have a feeling that I may have cut that one incorrect. So before I do anything, I'm just going to double check. Always double check because these two go together. I will cut these down a little bit more. And if I did this, aha, see, look at that. Use that for something else. Aha, I'm missing a couple of pieces here. Ah, there we go. I was thinking, missing a couple of pieces. See, that's why we always put it together dry. And that. Just want to make sure I got this all right. So just bear with me. Okay, so we're going to have to cut a new piece of that acorn paper because I am unhappy with the piece that was there. So, okay, that's why I wanted to get some of these off my plate. Ah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so I have a tip for you ladies. Anybody have one of these? It's a ruler from, and you get it for when you're sewing. They are in Walmart for $1. Great purchase. So I'm going to cut this to 4.5 by 3.5. So let's get the trimmer. 4.5 by 3.5. Now that might be a little large, 4.5 by 3.5, but it's easier to cut down than it is to try and glue it back on. 4.5 by 3.5. Okay. All right. Okay. And let's lay that on top. Now, that is the exact size, so I want to take a little bit off. Like I said, it's easier to trim a little bit off than it is to put some back on. So let's take a smidgen off. Anybody ever do this? They measure and then they find out it is incorrect. But that's okay. That's how we learn. Oh, that is so much better. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Yes, Liz, I am so excited with myself. All right. Let's place that on there now so I don't lose it. Perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Now, I got these ones left over. Somehow this one does not seem to fit. I know that one goes in there. I'm going to leave that for now. Leave it tucked in there. Okay. Look at that so far. It's so coming together. And yes. All right. We are going to be doing some work with the blending brushes now. This is the exciting part. Yay! Drum roll, please. All right. Let us get started. So I'm going to first do the blending brushes on the back. So I'm going to use a little bit of Blackberry Bliss, Night of Navy, Pale Papaya. And what else have we got here? Rich Raspberry, Cinnamon Cider, Early Espresso. Okay, I'll keep these off to the side. I'm going to start with these ones. And I'm going to actually start with the lightest color, which is the Pale Papaya. And what I want to make is kind of like an evening sunset. So let's start with the Pale Papaya. Get my kind of yellow. I rub it into the ink. Now, I'm not going to go straight onto the card. I'm going to hold it with one side. I'm going to blend off first and then onto the card. You can barely see the color coming on. Okay, barely see it. So there's the Pale Papaya. Hold on, it's like an earthquake here. All right, you can now see that the Pale Papaya color is coming over. See, very, very lightly, very lightly. Can you see that? I can barely see that. And I'm going to do another color. Okay, I love this. I love blending brushes. Very subtle. So that's the Pale Papaya. I am actually now going to move into the Cinnamon Cider. I had that set aside, so I'm going to do a little Cinnamon Cider. Find a brush that has no color. This will be my brush for brown. Again, into the ink. Rub it around. Not straight onto the card. On here. And I gently bring it into the card. So I'll bring the brown a little darker in to the bottom. Love these blending brushes. Okay. All right. So I want to show you that I have not created the card, but you can, I want to show you that if I do make a mistake, it's okay. Mistakes are great. That's what I start telling my kids. Mistakes are fantastic. Now, I have a bit of the Cinnamon Cider around the edge, the Pale Papaya coming in. Now let's work on the sunset part. I'm going to turn this around, and I'm actually going to, so I don't get my fingers in the ink, I'm going to take a little tissue so I can hold it. Okay, and I'm going to take some Blackberry Bliss. All right. Are you still with me? Okay, looking intently. Did I lose you on how to create the fold card? I do have instructions. I'm in the process of making that. So Blackberry Bliss. Okay, got it on my purple. And off on the paper. And slowly into the card. And around. Okay, so I'll hold this a little bit. Though the ink is dry, I just don't want the oils from my fingers to get in there. So if you're interested at all in purchasing any of these items, let me know, northernstamper@gmail.com. Or if your list is close to $135, I tell you, that is the best way to get supplies. Even if you just want it just to get supplies to build it up, it's fantastic. But you only have until the end of September to get that extra bundle deal. All right? We have a lot of fun. And also, if you ever have any questions, let me know. I am happy to do a one-on-one session with you. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Okay. So there's some Blackberry Bliss in there. Look at the colors from the brown, the Pale Papaya, the Blackberry Bliss. Oh my gosh. Now we're going to do Night of Navy, and we're going to do it along the top here. We want to give it that evening color. All right. Sorry, I wasn't able to do a lot of cards when I was in Newfoundland. It was just, there was so much my family wanted to do. Like when I first planned the trip, I was going by myself and my youngest son to set him up. Oh no, no, no. A little bit of boo-boo there. Guess it must have been on the brush. And then my husband and the older son decided that they wanted to come with. So we ended up doing a lot more stuff than I had planned. So let's add some Night of Navy. Okay. I want to make it a little darker around the top. Okay, there we go. Now we got the color coming in, the dark. I'm going to go slightly a bit with the Night of Navy into the other colors. And I might actually have to go back over with the purple because I see it's kind of getting lost there. Okay, so let's finish up the Night of Navy. So it's shaking. There's a whole lot of shaking going on. Okay, so I can't see too much of the Blackberry Bliss, so I'm going to go back over that. Right, because I want more purple in there because I want to pick it up from the Designer Series paper. I love these brushes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go into the blue. What do you think? Oh, there we go. Ah, that's a little bit better. Now I'm going to bring it slightly into the Pale Papaya. Not much, just a little bit. Okay. There. Actually, that looks really cool, don't you think? Okay, let's see what happens. Now I am going to I just double check, make sure I have my ink. I am going to use the Early Espresso color. Gotta put these aside. Where did that block go? My large block. I'm going to use my block F. Oh, come on. Pull that off the Stamparatus. Now, there's a little bit of black on here. I don't want to keep that. So I'm going to clean it off with my Stampin' Scrub. I like this because it gets into all the little nooks and crannies. You got to have something to clean your stamps with. And there's a little spray bottle that comes with it. So, all through the little nooks and crannies. Love this thing. Okay. Like one of the first things I purchased with my starter kit was that Stampin' Scrub. Okay, Early Espresso. Let's get our trees going. Oh, Janice, yeah, I took tons of pictures of my adventure there. Oh, I did a Smash book. Did you guys check out the Smash book? It's whenever you go somewhere, it's just, you know, you grab your tickets and whatever, and you just toss them in this book like a little scrapbook. So, okay, let's see if this is going to work. I might need a darker color. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to stamp here first, see what happens. If it's not dark enough. I think that is not going to be dark enough. I'm going to do two colors. I'm going to do the black. Okay, going to do the black. And I think I'm going to do the brown. Put the two colors on. Let's see how that works. I think I need more black. Okay. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's try that again. Black or brown? I think the black is going to be too strong. Let's just go with the regular Early Espresso. So let's make sure the ink is taken off. So that's why you have a scrap of paper. When in doubt, stamp on your scrap of paper and bring it close to your piece. Right? See, there we go. We can see that the black I would be unhappy with the black. See, there we go. All right, bring this back in. And let's eyeball it. Carefully place it down. I'm going to try and get even pressure. Fingers crossed. Let's lift this up. Oh my gosh, look at that! Oh, sorry, I'm just so excited. Oh my God, that turned out fantastic. Oh, wow. Wow, sorry. I am really excited. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. Oh yes, Liz, my friend, always laughs at me when I get so excited with my stuff. And I have a feeling that's the wrong one. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Look at that. It turned out fantastic. Okay. Now, when I cut this, I can see there's a bit of a beveled edge. So I'm going to flip that over. Don't want that beveled edge to come up. I want that beveled edge to go down. So I'm just so excited. That turned out so super fantastic. Don't you think? This is the feeling you want when you make a card. Oh, super. Okay. Now we got some of this twine. Should we add it around? Let's bring our card base back in. This is going to go on top. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do that little bit of twine around. Let's do that. Oh, I'm so excited. That's so funny. Oh, Liz, you got to laugh at me, Liz. Oh, yes, Liz loves my excitement. I just get so excited. Now, this is the feeling you want to get when you do stamping. That's the feeling you get. That's what makes it all worthwhile. So, and I still, to this day, get that feeling. All right. Okay. Now, I have the string. Now, it's going to be glued on top, right? And it is actually going to be hidden, so it's not too low, right? So you won't see the tape, right? See, when you look on that side, there we go. I'm going to glue this down right now so I don't lose anything. Ladies, I am not done yet. Don't go away. I've got more to add to this card. Like, this was a very intricate card I'm making here for you. Okay? There is more to this than what you see. Okay. So I got this down now, right? Next, look in my little stash here. Check that out. Oh, hi, Maureen. How you doing? Okay. Going to just pop out some of these. I made these with the dies I told you about, the intricate leaves dies, and this is with copper foil paper. Okay. This really adds the bling. Okay. I'm going to lay that on top. I got a couple. Right. Got a couple of pieces here. Now, I had a few pieces of cork left over and I wanted to use it. So I do not know how this turned out. So I ran the cork through with the dies. Let's see if this works. That's all I have totally used it all up. Now you'll notice, see on the back, there are little holes. Now that is so that when to get the die out, because it's so intricate, see, on like that, you take your little brush and you kind of run it through and it kind of pokes it out. So, all right, it pokes it out. See, some of them are coming out. And if you like making a mess, this is the time to do it. Oh my goodness, I'm so long. I'm taking up all your time. Sorry about that. This card is very, very involved. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm just going to pop out some of these. It turned out with the cork paper too. Look at that. See, I did not know that. So I wanted to keep this. I didn't want to like peek when I cut it through last night. I did not peek. So I didn't know if it was going to work. So I'm just going to carefully take these out. Just bear with me. I'd sing, but really you don't want me to. And I don't have any really good jokes at the moment. Okay. No good jokes. Maybe I should have jokes on the side. Anybody know a good joke while I pop these out? Look at the mess I make. Look at that. It turned out really cool with the cork paper. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. Oh, what a mess. Okay. So, oh wow. Very excited. Very excited. All right. Got one more little one. Come on. I'm just going to, I should have popped these out, but I didn't want to ruin my surprise. There we go. And I got one more. What is it? What is this one? Oh, it's half a one. See, I didn't want to waste any of the paper, so I even did like half a leaf. Okay. And you know what? Half a leaf? This paper man wanted to use every little bit I could get from it. Okay, so because it's only half a leaf, I'm going to tuck it underneath these ones. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'll splay it a little more. Okay. Now, how am I going to glue this all together? That's the question, right? That's a good question. All right. Oh, look, I still got one left. I still got a couple left. I'm going to keep those for later. Put them in my stash of later use. Oh, yes. What do you think? All right. Let's get gluing, ladies. Let's get gluing. Okay. Do you think that's too much? Maybe there's too many? Should I take one away? Oh, no. I don't think so. Okay. Let's start getting gluing. All right. So I have an idea of how I want this to go together. Let's get my convincing dots. They're not really called convincing dots. I like to call them convincing dots. These are the adhesive dots. I'm going to place a couple on here. Are you still in the frame? You still with me? Okay, I'm just going to put a couple down. And I'm going to start building from the bottom up. Ooh. Okay. Here is my gold. I'm going to splay it a little bit. Oh, and it's taking up all the convincing dots. Need some more. Carefully. This is a very intricate card for a Tuesday. Hope you don't mind. I was just so excited when I thought of this. There we go. More convincing dots, aka glue dots. Place them on. Slowly start building it up. Now, like I said, I'm going to, because I have it half cut off, I'm going to hide that under this one. Okay. Now for the piece de resistance, I'm going to add my cork one. Oh, I love that. I can't believe how that turned out so good. Now, splay it a little bit more. And one more cork one. Now, should I place it on with here? Or maybe over here? Maybe over here. Hide it under here. Oh, it kind of gets lost. Yeah, okay. Just always double check. It's like building. Double check and then finish up. Okay, I try and teach that in my class too. Just always double check, lay it down. I think that one needs a little dot. Okay, add that on. We're almost done. What do you think? Oh, almost done. Now, it just does need something else. It needs a little bow. What do you think? Oh, Sandra got distracted. I got distracted and missed what you used for the leaves. Oh, it was gold foil. Actually, gold? No, it's not gold. It is, I believe it was the bronze. Bronze? Yeah, I think it's the bronze foil. Okay, let's have a little. Don't forget to add that to your list. And the cork paper. Don't forget the cork paper. Okay, now the little bow will go here to kind of hide all that. Okay. Ah, where's the dot? Okay, I'm going to kind of whoosh it, very technical term, mush it into a little clump. Put that on top. Oh my gosh. Cork paper, I love you. And I love this designer series paper. Oh my gosh. What do you think? I love it. Now, oh, look at that. Okay, that's why we don't put this. Careful when you open it. Maybe don't put that so far over. Maybe kind of tuck it back a little bit more so you can open it easier. Oh my goodness. Now, if you want, you can, you know what? I have this piece left over. I'm just going to, let's see. Does it fit? I'm just going to stick it in here. I had a piece left over. Had some glue on it. There we go. I can add a sentiment in here if I want. Okay. You can add a sentiment in if you want. Maybe some leaves off to the side. There we go. Close it up. You can always add some clear, like little gems. Wink of Stella. Okay, I hope I gave you some ideas. Definitely grab that cork paper before it is gone. Hopefully it doesn't. I hope. Never know what carries over. Don't you look at that? Wow. That is stunning. I love it. Oh, we forgot our sentiment. Oh, see, it's so pretty. It doesn't need a sentiment. Let's do that little one again. Best wishes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we'll just quickly do that. And if you have any questions, you can drop it in there. If you want a catalog, oh, boo-boo. Let me know. Flip over the paper. Oh, another boo-boo. Thank goodness this paper. Look, there's more sides to a paper. There we go. And pop it out. Don't forget to check out the clearance rack. Where can tuck that in? Where can we tuck that in? Grab it somewhere. Oh, we'll just tuck it in right there. How's that? That's so funny. Let me know what you think of these cards. I know this was a little longer than normal, but I hope you like it. And we'll just tuck it in right there. Can't go wrong with a card. Okay? There we go. There's that first one. There's the second one. What do you think? These are Welcoming Woods. Don't forget to check it out. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. Definitely love the woods. Love the woods. Oh, grab that cork paper. Hold on. I want to say the official goodbye. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, hello. I want to say the official goodbye. Thank you for joining me. I hope I have inspired you to try and check out the Welcoming Woods stamp set. Don't forget to join my community page. I got things I've got planned for that for this week. There is a dice game coming up, and you don't want to miss that. I'm going to be posting what it is all about. I'm going to get some dice, and it is a challenge. So based on the dice's roll, you have 30 minutes to create a card, post it, and have a chance to win a great prize. So let me know what you think of these cards. I think I'm in love. Oh, I'm in love. Look at that cork paper. Okay. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Tina Kavergich, northernstamper@gmail.com. Ladies, have a lovely, lovely day. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. Boop, boop.